Hi, you guys. It's Nicole Dyer Twyman here with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. I am here with our girl, Miss Wennifer Cameron, who has lost a whopping 67 pounds with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. And we're here to share her testimony. We are excited to have you here as a guest, participating in our Facebook Live series. So, Wennifer, let's get to you, friend. Let's talk a little bit about how did you find Fit, Fine, and Fabulous? How did you find our ministry?
I think actually what happened, I was on Facebook uh New Year's Eve, and I was like, okay, I don't want to make a I was with time diabetic, neuropathy, high blood pressure, and I was taking 5 shots of insulin a day,
No.
um 2 metformin pills twice a day. And so really it was just a whole bunch of stuff. Really, the lights decided to take
That's all right,
okay.
girl. Just technology is not our friend tonight. I don't know where you are. Your lights going out, but we can hear you.
That worked right for us today, but hey,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like,
It's all
hey, we'll
right.
do what we have to. We'll do what we have to do and to get what we need to go. But I was on Facebook and I was going through the different groups trying to find something, and then I stumbled across and I saw where you had the challenge. And at the time I was like, okay, I knew the deadline was passed, but I inboxed you and I was like, okay, look, can you
Remember
please
that.
take me on? Because I was really at the point saying, if I don't do something now, if I don't make the commitment to myself now, I'm not going to make it at all. And really, it's really depressing when you're looking at here's New Year's Eve. I'm sitting at home. I'm like, my feet are swole. Like, food ain't no need of trying to go find nothing. So, just the whole thing about, I was just at a point, I had to do something and make a commitment then to myself, because if I didn't make one to myself, there was no way I was going to be able to be any good to my family.
Oh, that's such a key point, right? That we're not just doing this for ourselves, that we're doing this for those that depend on us to survive, our kids, our family, our co-workers, all of that. We are getting healthy, not just for ourselves, but also as an extension of helping those around us and motivating them also to get healthy. All too often, African Americans are not as focused on health. We don't go to the doctor as often. We, as African American women, we carry more weight around our waist than other races do, and that weight around your waist is associated with all kinds of crazy diseases. So, ladies, check your waist size tonight. If your waist is greater than 35 inches, you are at a higher risk for high blood pressure, for stroke, for hypertension, for all of those horrible diseases that plague our community the most, right? So I am so blessed that your search landed on Fit, Fine, and Fabulous on a night where you were desperate to find something. And I'm so happy that you inboxed me. And I actually remember talking to you. I remember you sharing with me that you were on all of these medications. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And your mindset at the time was, I remember being, you were really defeated. And you were like, I've tried all I could try. And I really don't know, what more I could do. And I said, you know what? Let's work together. And I can promise you, if you put in the work, that you'll see the results. And I remember that after your first challenge, you actually won the challenge, because during the challenge, ladies, we support you. We assign partners, we assign coaches, and we also award prizes for consistency, because this is not just about signing up and getting a meal plan. This is more about you signing up and rewriting your habits, redirecting your habits to habits that are more geared towards reaching the goals that you want to reach, habits that are more positive, habits that are good habits versus bad habits. And so as we begin to work on your mindset, because that's where this all starts, it all starts in your mind. It's not about a meal plan. You can Google a meal plan. You can get any meal plan you want. If you're able to focus your mind to follow the meal plan for more than 3 weeks, then you're going to see results. But a lot of us aren't able to do that. A lot of us want this instant, quick fix, and it just doesn't work like that. Now, yes, you can see results in 3 weeks. We've had ladies to lose, I don't know, upwards of 15, 20 pounds in 3 weeks, and some have lost 20, 25 inches in 3 weeks. But to sustain that loss, you have to keep going past the 3 weeks. So Wennifer, share with us how and why do you feel that Fit, Fine, and Fabulous actually works so well for you when clearly there were other things that you tried and it didn't work out so well?
Okay, the reason why Fit, Fine, and Fabulous works for me is because of the level of accountability. That's a big thing with me, and the challenges actually help too with me because I am competitive by nature, so I'll laugh about that one. But it really works because not only do we have meal plans and we have guidance, we have a whole community where the Divahood becomes your family. And so they're there to support you, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. It's like, okay, you're having your pity party, but let's get off it and where we're going to correct. Don't wallow in what you did wrong today. Let's go ahead. Let's move on. You may have had a bad meal, but guess what? We don't have to wreck the whole day. You may have had a
No.
moment. Guess what? Get up. Let's go. And so that's what I think is the big difference, because motivation, you can say, oh, well, I'm motivated to do this, but motivation comes and goes. You actually have to be committed. And when you have a whole community that's committed to the common goal of being fit and getting healthy, it makes the biggest difference in the world. And when you know you have that support where you have divas who actually are checking on each other, whether it's on the page or they coming in your inbox, I have past partners who still call me. And so really, like, I've made lifelong friends. And, long as you have somebody who's checking on you and keeping you accountable, I think that is the biggest difference. Because really, honestly, like you said, somebody can go and join Weight Watchers. Somebody can go and Google a meal plan. But if you don't have that level of accountability and a connection, it's not going to work. Because it's easy to start something, but it's hard to stick, especially when you're yourself.
Exactly. Absolutely. Exactly. That community, that accountability, and that education around mindset, I think helps as well. How important how you think about yourself, how important the words are that you say about yourself, that the laying the foundation of your goals, and to setting just new intentions every month after month. We are going after this because these are our goals, and we're going to just continue to push through, and we do it together as a sisterhood. You are not alone. You're never alone in doing the journey. And some of us actually thrive in just getting the information and let me just go at it on my own. Some of us are like that, and that is great and terrific. And for those of you who are like that, we do have a wonderful workbook that you can just get and follow on your own, the same recipes that everyone else is using. But for those of us, the majority of us who need sisterhood, who need a connection, because not everybody has in their house someone who is committed to being healthy, someone who wants to be healthy at that time. Now, maybe down the line, they see what you're doing and you transform their mind, and then they also want to be a part of what you're doing, and they'll do that maybe down the line. But a lot of us don't have that right off the bat. Someone who is die hard going in on it with you. So to have a whole community of 100 plus, sometimes 150 women all doing the same thing, all hosting the same meals and struggling with questioning, like, how do I make my chicken? Do I make it like this? Oh, how did you make your chicken look like that? We are really learning together. And it's just such a blessing to watch everyone in the group go from, Lord, I don't know how to prepare, chicken properly without it drying out, to or even turkey, it's all dry. Like, why is my turkey dry? To at the end, you're making these marvelously delicious meals that you didn't even know you could do. And it's super, super easy. We break it down. It's not very many ingredients, and it's not very hard at all. And we just enjoy watching the women in the group grow and just prosper past where they are as it relates to health and wellness. Now, we have all these wonderful groups about makeup and hair and clothes and crafting, all those wonderful things that we like to do as hobbies. How about we dedicate a little bit more time to our insides? How about we dedicate a little bit more time to our mindsets, to our spiritual life, to our relationship with God? Because as we go closer to ourselves, as we grow closer to God, we treat ourselves better. And you will find that during the process of meal prep, other things in your life, they have to fall in line because you have to make the time to do it. So if you're making the time to do it, that means you have to get a little bit more organized. If you're getting a little bit more organized, guess what? You're finding a little bit more time in your day. And contrary to what most people believe, eating healthy is not more expensive than eating out every day. It's actually less expensive. I guarantee you a lot of the meal plans that we share use the same base meats, seasonings. We just switch it up a lot and we add different veggies, different grains, and all of that. So Wennifer, 67 whole entire pounds. You must feel amazing about your new body. And what are your goals? Like, what do you want to do now that you've reached your 67 pounds? I mean, that's a lot of weight.
So yeah, it's a good amount of weight, but still I have a ways to go because thing number one, I refuse my legs, my knees still hurt, and refuse to get surgery. And the doctor said, okay, if you don't want surgery, lose more weight. So guess what? I'm working on losing more weight to get the pressure off my knees. But my ultimate goal really is just to remain healthy. And I have a daughter who's watching me do this. Through the years, I set up bad habits for her. And so I'm trying to make sure that they don't continue, that she's adopting the new ones with me. She goes to the gym with me. The whole family is getting on board about the food. Even my husband, he's in the gym with me now. So
over time they convert.
That's right. Like my whole family, like my goal is really for my whole family to be healthy. There's 6 of us, plus my mom. So the thing is, I have to be around. I'm my mom's only child, so I have to be able to take care of her. And I don't want my kids having to take care of me, not at this age. So,
Exactly.
really, the thing is, I want to be healthy and I need to be home. Look, I need to be around for my mom. I need to make sure that my kids know the foundation, that they don't have to continue just because I had diabetes or their great grandmother had diabetes, that they don't have to experience that. High blood pressure, hey, we may say high blood pressure and diabetes run in the family, but guess what? It ran out with me. That's just going to be my ultimate goal.
Amen.
We're not going to continue the cycle.
That's right. That is absolutely right. And I have the same sentiments because my entire family has diabetes or hypertension. My immediate family, my father actually died of heart disease. So I am the only one. I don't have diabetes. I don't have hypertension. I don't have high blood pressure. And I plan to keep it that way. And I plan on helping my kids to keep it that way and teaching them how to eat the right way. And for those of you who are watching and that's your plan too, let us help you. Let us help you learn how to eat healthy so that it's not just salads all day, smoothies all day, water all day, right? We show you how to eat good, healthy meals. And this upcoming challenge that starts on Monday, we're going to be educating ladies again on sugar, the triggers of sugar, the pseudo names that sugar kind of goes by. And I can show you, let me grab the workbook and I can show you our workbook that we'll be going by. And it's our Sugar Detox Challenge workbook. And each of the ladies who joins the challenge will be able to get this workbook. And within it, are tips on how to create new habits, tips on how to run your mornings, because when you run the morning, you run the day, ladies. And we also, like I mentioned, we have all of our meal plans in here as well. We talk about how to measure, we talk about how to take pictures, and it's not just a book. We do it with you. Right? We go day by day and we're all doing it together, and we call them Diva assignments. The Diva assignments also include inspiration and motivation. One of my favorites is the mirror of motivation, where we are putting sticky notes of those things that touch our own hearts to let us know that we are beautifully and wonderfully made, that we are phenomenal women who can do all things through Christ. Whatever the quote is that motivates you, write that down on a sticky note and put it in the mirror. And every day during the challenge, we read off at least one of those things, or at least we add one thing to that, right? We also talk about the stages of sugar withdrawal, the 63 different ways to say sugar. And let me show you just a snippet from that page. The workbook is laid out wonderfully. And again, you have all of the motivation you need. You have all of the templates you need as well. It comes with a meal planner. It comes with a daily tracking tool. Also comes with a grocery list that you fill out every week. So anything and everything that you need to do to win, we have it. We absolutely have it. Our base meal plan is low carb, low sugar. And a lot of ladies are interested in doing keto. The keto plan is fine, but it's not for everyone. So if you are new to meal planning, new to meal prepping, I say start with low carb, because keto is low carb anyway. It's just low carb with more fat than protein, right? So we talk a little bit about macros and how to even out the macros. It's a challenge about educating yourself. It's a challenge about growing yourself past where you are, so that you can actually achieve those goals. And we don't start with the meal plan. We do not start the challenge off with, here's your meal plan, let's get started meal prepping. No, we start with, let's set your goal. Let's think about why you're here. Let's think about what you have going on next week. Let's think about when can you realistically meal plan. Let's think about what hour of the day are you going to dedicate to this. We really make you put that in your phone. Put that in your phone as a reminder so that you can actually execute against it. It's an action plan, and we are doers, not just hearers of the information. We are doers of the information, and we do it alongside you. And every Saturday, we are submitting stats. We are comparing the stats from one week to the next, and we are showing losses and gains and all of that good stuff. And we are celebrating ourselves for being consistent. Not for losing a pound or two, but for being consistent, right? Because there are many, many, many examples of women who have totally transformed their bodies and lost 2 pounds. 2 pounds. But their bodies look completely different. You'll see after this live, I'll post a picture. I think I posted it already in our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous group. This diva whose stomach pretty much caved in. Her stomach is pretty much gone. And she only lost 2 pounds, and she was disappointed because she lost 2 pounds. And I'm like, really? You lost like 10 freaking inches off your waist, but you're sad because you lost 2 pounds. We got to break that connection that we have with the scale, because it's ridiculous. And Wennifer, I got to get into you. So you made your transformation, and that's wonderful. We're happy about it. But y'all, let me just tell you, this girl, she would not or could not see the change. It breaks my heart. And I'm like, but there's such a thing as body dysmorphia, where people are not able to actually see the change for themselves. And other people can say it all day long, but you're not able to see it, even with the pictures side by side. So we help you. It's a mindset thing. It's a self-love thing. It's an acceptance thing. And hopefully now, Wennifer, you're able to actually see some of the wonderful progress that you've made on yourself and on your body and for your family. Because we are just so proud of you, and we want you to be able to see the work that you've done as well. So how are you feeling? Are you able to see some of your own?
And so, yeah, I can see really, especially when you put older pictures next to new pictures. And the thing is, you have to realize, guys, ever since I was like third grade, I weighed 115 pounds. So I've been big all my life. So to
Ah,
go from that all the way to close to 300 and what was 365 was like the last time I got on a scale. Once I got to that, to go from that then down to
oh,
the
wow.
264 when I joined you guys, you know, it's hard once you get there. When you start seeing, it's like, okay, uh I'm here, I know my clothes are fitting different, I know I'm a smaller size, but still looking in the mirror, really, I when 20 plus years, you were 300 pounds plus, you know, you see the 300-pound person. And so it's one of those day by day, it takes time to just realize, okay, I made these changes. This is happening. I'm not that same person. Even though, at times, like, it's hard to see, like, when you showed me the pictures, like, where you was like, oh, okay, the difference. I remember you showed me, okay, what do I think? I'm like, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I remember I typed that to you. There's still a
Hmm.
lot of work to do. So yeah, I couldn't see what I did. I just saw, like, okay, what else do I
Yeah.
need to do?
Well, and that's fine. That's fine to actually
So
realize that
okay,
you have. Yeah, that's fine to actually realize that you have more work to do, but you gotta celebrate yourself for where you have come and where you are. And that's a part of the journey, right? It's the whole part. It's the celebrating. It's the being proud. It's the prancing around and the loving your body right where you are as you're on your way to where you want to be. Because once you get there, you're going to have to continue to maintain it as well. So, you may as well enjoy the journey. Hi, Sherry Moore. How are you? Hi, Kimberly, Yvonne. Thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight. We are excited that you are on. Please ask any questions that you might have of Wennifer, who used to take insulin shots 5 a day. She used to be diabetic, but she's no longer diabetic because she's been prepping and eating clean. She's done it all without surgery, without pills, without smoothies. We eat clean. We eat 4 to 6 meals a day. We drink as much water as we can. We get as much sleep as we can, because all of those things play a factor in how your body looks from week to week. So whatever you're focused on right now, ladies, at this point in February, whatever you're doing, whatever you're eating, it's going to show up in the March, right? Your next month body, you're working on it right now, right? The bodies we have right now, we built them in January. So what we need to be doing is be focused about what's happening and coming up in March. Is spring. Pretty soon it'll be summer. And like we always say, summer bodies are built in the winter. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the momentum. Let's keep pushing past it. Let's keep pushing past what we think our resolutions are. We think resolutions are something that we do in January, and then what? The gym is empty, and it's full of folks, and then all of a sudden it's completely empty. Around this time right now, my classes at my gym are not as busy as they have been right at the beginning of the year. It's because right about now people give up. Don't be her. Don't be that diva who's giving up right now. If you have already given up, start today, start tomorrow. If you need a meal plan, I got one for you. It's free. You don't have to pay anything, right? Just go to fitfinefabulous.com, put in your email, and you get a whole free motivation. And you also get free meal plans. I have several meal plans on my site that are free. You don't have to pay anything, but take care of yourselves, for your family, and for your community. We all need each other. That's just how we were made, right? That's how God made us, is to connect and to commune and to relate to one another. And that's why we're better together. So if you need sisterhood, if you need the support, we also have a free group, fitfinefabulous.com. Join that group. Drop a pic. We'll celebrate and support whatever it is you're doing, because we are all about melanated brown women succeeding in their health and in their wellness, right? There are tons of groups out there for our sisters who are non-Black, who are non-minorities. They have it going on. They already know how to eat clean and do what's necessary to live a healthy life. For us, not all of us have that information. And so we're out here like dope pushers, push it out, push it out, clean eating and meal prep and letting you know it is not just salads all day. It is not just green smoothies all day. You do not have to starve yourself to lose, right? You can eat 4 to 5 meals, full meals a day and lose weight. So Dana has a question. Let's see what Dana says. Dana says, how do you maintain your success in between challenges? I can answer that. And the way that we recommend you maintain your success in between the challenges is being active in our VIP group, which is called the Divahood. In the Divahood, I send out meal plans every Thursday or Friday, and being active in that group is continuing to the fellowship and the sisterhood with the ladies of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, tagging ladies, having them to tag you, being transparent and vulnerable, and just sharing where you are in a safe place. Our group is safe. Nobody's judging you. Nobody's talking down or bad on you if you gain weight or if you've disappeared. We're just going to love you right where you are and love you past it. And hopefully you'll show up in a new space, in a new mindset, right? So how do you maintain success between challenges? You keep going. You use the meal plans that are provided to you on a weekly basis. What you do is you just keep pressing and you keep pushing and you don't stop. Stop letting these thoughts in your head guide your mindset. Stop letting the thoughts in your head guide your day is what I mean. Stop letting them stopping you from your success. Too many of us think just because I think a thought that thought is real and true. Just because you think a thought, that doesn't make it true. And that doesn't make it accurate. We're going to call you on the carpet to challenge some of those thoughts of, oh, I'm just going to start on Monday. Oh, I'm just going to start tomorrow. Oh, I already messed up today. May as well finish up. No, right? You have a mistake. You keep it moving. The next meal is healthy, right? Because one Snicker is not going to kill you. But a Snicker every day, that's another thing, right? That's another whole nother thing. So, ladies, we are just excited about the fact that we get the opportunity to support you, that we get the opportunity to share our successes with you so that you yourself can have your own success, right? So join us if you're interested in losing weight in a healthy way, in a way that your family will actually enjoy the journey along with you. A lot of the ladies who join us, they end up also seeing that they have lost weight, and then that their husbands have lost weight too. It is super awesome that we are sharing all of our success with our families around us. So looks like we may have lost Wennifer, and that is okay because I do believe she shared a good bit of what her journey has been of losing her 67 pounds and going away from diabetes. She has been a member of our challenges and she is just consistent. So this is not about willpower. You can't will your way to success because feelings are freaking fickle. Your feelings are fickle. One day you'll feel like you want to work out and meal prep and the next day you don't. So don't follow your feelings. Don't follow that. What you do is you develop habits. Just like every day you wake up and brush your teeth, that's a habit. Just like every night maybe you take a shower, maybe you take it in the morning, that's a habit, right? So if you have these habits, you need to create new habits that support the goals you want. So what we do is we help you think about, well, what is it that I'm really trying to achieve? And why am I doing this? I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this because I don't want a high A1C. I'm doing this because I want a body that I'm proud of when I look in the mirror. If that's why you're doing this, then we back into that and say, okay, what actions do I need to take to get there? I need a healthy mindset. That's the first thing. When people are like, okay, what should I do to lose weight? The very first thing you should do is get your freaking mind right. So we always talk about our relationship with God. We always talk about our relationship with yourself. Because if you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself, if you don't have that spiritual grounding, what's going to happen is when you hit a bump in the road, you're going to want to run for a sandwich. You're going to have to figure out how to redirect that energy inward. So instead of running to a sandwich, go drink some water. And if you're still hungry 10 minutes later, go ahead and have a little protein. And by then, the hunger has subsided, right? So it's not about motivation. I hate that. I hate when people say I'm motivated. It's Motivation Monday. Yes, it's Motivation Monday. However, you have to have more than motivation. You have to have repeated actions and tasks that you can do that are habits. Some of the habits that I've developed that have helped me to keep my weight off is in the mornings, I drink herbal tea. And as of late, I've been practicing the intermittent fasting. So I don't eat until 11:30, right? So I practice fasted cardio. And we talk a lot about what are the top things that the hundreds of women who have done challenges with us have done to lose the most weight, right? Like moving, carb cycling and moving carbs up earlier in the day. And it's all about playing with your specific body. My body may respond to things differently than your body, but it takes time. Stop trying to push and pressure yourself to being a new body the next day. It's not going to happen. But what you can do the next day is have a new mindset. I am beautifully and wonderfully made, and I know that I can achieve my goals through God. I know that when I'm weak, He is strong. So in our strong days, right? In our strong days, we set ourselves up for success. On our strong days, we are scheduling reminders to ourselves to meal prep. So on your phone, right, later in the week, you're going to get a reminder to meal prep from the Nicole from earlier in the week who was excited to do it. So you create that reminder, you create it with words that are energetic that will affect your mind, your mindset and your psyche. So when it pops up, you go, oh yeah, I do. I get the opportunity to meal prep for my body. Thank God I have a job that allows me to go and shop. Thank God that I have legs and arms that allows me to cook for myself. Right? So it's just a shift in your mindset of being thankful and being honored to be able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So again, our next challenge starts on Monday. I can continue preaching all day, but I don't want to do that. So we start on Monday, ladies. And if you are interested in joining us, please drop a comment. I would be happy to share the information. If you just want to start slow, you can also join the Divahood, which is our maintenance program. If you're just interested in free information, you can actually join our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous group. And there we share tons of info as well. We will be doing live videos of cooking. So if you're interested in cooking and learning how to eat healthy, join us, sisters. We are here to help you reach your fitness goals. And we hope that you join us. Well, I would like to thank Wennifer, who I believe the technology was not our friends tonight. We lost her, but I would like to thank her for her time and joining and sharing how she was able to reverse her diabetes through meal prep and clean eating. She did not have any specific teas or shakes or any of that stuff. Y'all leave that stuff alone and just focus on eating clean and giving your body the time to process what it is it needs to process in order for it to be what you need it to be. Right. So again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll stay around for a little bit and answer them. Otherwise, ladies, have a great night. Thank you for joining.